Do you think about the end of this ride, our mortality? Do you think about your death?
I do. Particularly, I'm going to have a heart valve replacement in about 7 days where I could not make it. It's a very serious operation, and I think about that very much. And I ask for peace. I just lost my brother about 10 days ago, so unexpectedly. And that really makes you think of your mortality.
Are you afraid?
Somewhat, and yet not. Yeah. I want to live, Lex. I want to live,
This life is fun.
Yes.
Do you think about your death, Roger?
I have visions. I have visions, and they often happen very, very clear, like what I have seen in the future. Scientists might call it wormholes, or in the Old Testament, they call it prophets, but I see sometimes into the future around the corner. It's clear as we're sitting right here.
What's that look like?
I was on a porch, and I believe I was in like Central America place. I was an old man with khaki pants and a white shirt. And it was a chair with a wide arms, and it was straight. And there was like the beams coming out above my head, and I'm on a porch.
Bougainvillea.
And I have out of the body experiences also. And I came out of my body, I just floated out of my body and went into a veil and like into a mist. And I believe that's probably why it happened.
You talk about like it's in your past. This is your future.
No, this is in my future.
But
this is something he has seen,
I've seen
in the past.
Vision.
Yeah,
no, I know, but it's funny. Just the tense you use. It happened, and yet it's something that will happen.
Yes,
too. Both are true.
It's just unbelievable that, and I don't know how many people have it, but I have it. I walked out of my body just where I could come up to you and look and set up on the radio. I used to be at work on the railroad, and I had them there.
How do you explain that? What do you think?
But
what the heck is going on in this universe that's possible?
Oh, I don't know, but certainly a phenomenon that happened. And there's a guy, Bill Monroe, that wrote the book on it, Out of the Body. He tells about it. And who was the guy that writes The Alchemist?
Those Pablo Coelho.
He has them also just like that. And he tells about how it happens on him. Mine happened differently. But you certainly can come out of your body.
What do you think the meaning of this life is? Maybe from your faith, but also from just the amazing adventure that you lived through. How do you make sense of why the heck we're here?
I don't know. It's just kind of like who you are. Even when I was a child, I was like, I'm different from other people. And just as a boy, I was like, I had a...
Could you put into words how you were different, or was it just a feeling?
Yeah, like my brother, he kept his hands clean and his shoes shine, and here I was barefooted catching a wild hog or wrestling a horse trying to get it down,
I saw pictures of you climbing a tree.
Yes.
Recently.
When I first got out of prison. Always something like that.
Yeah.
It's just... So I don't know. It's just that, and I noticed that something about me is sometimes in prison there'd be a knife fight, and people you see them rough guys that turn white from it. I just kind of almost like smile. I mean, unless if they come at me, I turn white and get away. But it doesn't bother those things. That doesn't bother me. Prison didn't bother me.
So you don't know what the heck the meaning is. You just know you're a bit different than the others.
Yeah, it might be a little bit kooky.
Well, maybe the whole point is you want to realize, you want to let that madness flourish, that uniqueness flourish. That's the whole point of life. We're all different in like very interesting little ways.
Yes.
And the more different you are, you want to let that become. You want to let it be its full.
It's like a garden, all the different flowers. Yeah, like a garden.
You did mention you weren't sure if there's a free will or not. Do you think it's all predetermined, or do you think we make our own choices?
We definitely make our decisions. I just said if it is, I hope that. But I know that we make our decisions.
Yes, and I agree.
And I know that we are spirits that are living in this flesh. That's beyond a shadow of a doubt for me. If you walk out of your body and have out of body experience, you will know it.
So the body is just the
Yeah.
temporary
The
container
spirit
for
lives
something
on
much bigger.
eternally
Yes.
with no beginning
It's
and no
here.
end. It just, and that's hard to fathom. Yeah, this is just a little shell. This is a shell to contain that spirit.
Yeah.
This is the way we work on earth,
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. I'm an eternal being. So are you.
Do you think there's a why to it? Do you think there's a meaning to this life?
Well, I think the why is beyond my capability of understanding. It's someone greater than me. I don't understand it, but it's awesome. I just know that it's awesome. And
Yeah.
one day we will know the answers. Once we get to that crossover to the other side, I think we will understand clearly. It says, now we see through a glass darkly, but then when we are face to face with God, we will understand.
And until we know, let's just enjoy this beautiful
Yes.
life while we got it.
Absolutely.
And
love
we're
your
meant-
fellow man.
and-
That was my gift.
Yeah.
I love everybody and everything.
Mhm.
I do. And it just, and I'm sorry if I put a stumbling block in anybody's way. I wouldn't want to. But these are these things that I just think about, oh, what a hypocritical world we live in, though. Like, most anybody out there listen, okay, he's a drug dealer. And I would say most of them have committed adultery. That's a cardinal sin. And yet they throw rocks at me for moving a marijuana or cocaine across the road.
Yeah.
It's just if you saw the two different things, you'd say, what a terrible difference it is. But we become conditioned with this mad society that we have.